Okay, so we have a question from stoichiometry that is dealing with titration, and of course the question says the blood alcohol ethanol level can be determined by titrating a sample of blood plasma with so we are titrating first of all a sample of blood plasma with an acidic potassium dichromate solution, resulting in the production of chromium 3 ions and the carbon dioxide, as we can see in the equation. The reaction can be monitored because the dichromate ion is orange in solution and the chromate ion is green. The unbalanced redox reaction is given there. Okay, so now the question says if a volume of 31.05 milliliters of 0.06 molar concentration of potassium dichromate solution is required to titrate 30 grams, determine the mass percent of alcohol in the blood. Okay, so one thing that we need to understand first of all is we have been given blood plasma, as we can see. Okay, so now in the blood plasma, that is where we do have our alcohol, because the question says the blood alcohol level can be determined by titrating a sample of blood plasma. So in the blood plasma, that is where we have our blood alcohol. So the mass that has been given there is the mass of the blood plasma itself. So we'd have to use titration to determine the mass of the alcohol. So this is like being able to determine the purity of the blood plasma, because in the reaction the potassium dichromate was only reacting with what? With our alcohol. Okay, now that alcohol is contained in the given mass of our blood plasma. Now notice that the question says this is an unbalanced equation, so we'd have to balance it first of all. Okay, so looking at what we have, we'd have to use the method that we call ion electron method. So for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that, but in case you don't know how to go about it, basically you can use the link, the card shown there, or at the end of this video you'll be able to see the link that is going to guide you on how you get to answer that question. Okay, so how basically do we get to handle that? So just to give you some tips is you'd have to use the ion electron method. So if you observe this is related to the chromium 3 ion, so you have to write it in this way. Chromium 207 2 minus gives you chromium 3 plus ions, and then the ethanol C2H5OH is related to carbon dioxide on the other side. So this is a case where you need now to balance. So the first thing that we get to balance is balance the other atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So looking at our first equation, we have to balance the number of chromium ions, so add the 2 there. And then notice that we have got 7 oxygen atoms, so we have to add 7 water molecules. So if you don't know how to go about this method, please watch the video given. The link is given on top there. Alright, so for the sake of this video, we'll not do that, but I'll just give you a balanced equation of this equation in advance. So the balanced form of this equation is 16H plus 2 chromium O7 2 minus plus C2H5OH, giving us 4 chromium 3 plus 11 water molecules plus 2 carbon dioxide molecules. Okay, so for the sake of this video, again, I do emphasize to say we are interested in determining the molar ratios between chromium against our ethanol. So basically notice that they are in the ratio of 2 to 1. So the other information is not necessary, it is not important. Okay. Now let's begin answering our question. So the information that we've been given about our titration is we've been given the 1.05 as our volume. So each time we're dealing with more calculations, we'd have to have that answer in liters. So let's quickly convert that to liters. So that 1.05 is supposed to be divided by 1,000 for it to become in liters, because 1,000 milliliters make up a liter. So if 1.05 divided by 1,000, so the answer in liters becomes 0.03105. So we have our volume in liters. The concentration has already been given in molar concentration, which is 0.06 molar concentration. So look at this information. This information is for the potassium dichromate, which is this one, okay, which we've already balanced. So we should be able to determine the number of moles of our potassium dichromate that were used to titrate the 30 grams of the blood plasma. Okay, so all in all, we do basically understand that concentration gives you the number of moles dissolved in a volume, right? So for us to find the number of moles, we'd have to multiply the concentration, which is 0.06. Molar concentrations means mole per liter. Now we're multiplying against what? The volume, because number of moles is equal to concentration multiplied by volume. The volume is 0.03105 liters, right? So we can quickly do that. Liters would have to cancel out. So we're now multiplying that. 0.06 multiplied by 0.03105, so that we get our number of moles. So the number of moles that I'm basically getting are, so number of moles of our potassium dichromate from the information given, I have 1.863 times 10 to the power negative 3 moles. Okay. So now that we have a number of moles of our potassium dichromate, we are supposed to use the mole ratios between our chromate, dichromate, potassium dichromate, and our ethanol. So now these guys are in the ratio of 2 to 1. So every 2 moles of potassium dichromate, there is a mole of the ethanol. So we'd have to cross and multiply there. So you notice that if you have 2 moles of potassium dichromate, you have a single mole. So it's like it is becoming halved. So if we are to find the value of x, we'll notice that it's going to be the calculated number of moles divided by 2. Or if you, so you have 2x in short, giving us 1.863 times 10 to the power negative 3. So for you to find the value of x, you'd have to divide by 2. So the number of moles of the ethanol that had reacted is 9.315 times 10 to the power negative 4. So we found the number of moles. That is for C2H5OH. Remember the one that we had determined was for potassium dichromate first of all. Okay. Now, looking at our question, if we look at our question, in our question we are given the mass of the blood. Okay. So now we found the number of moles of our ethanol there. So if we have the number of moles of our ethanol, we should be able to find what? Its mass, right? So that we can find its mass percentage contained in the blood. So first of all, we need to find the molar mass, since we already have calculated the number of moles. So what is the molar mass of ethanol? So how do we calculate the relative molecular mass? So we do know that C2H5OH is the formula that we have of our alcohol. So just begin calculating their molar masses. So carbon has got a molar mass of 12.01, and there are 2 in this case. I'll go again to hydrogens, 5 hydrogens, each has got 1.008 times 5. Oxygen is a single one, 15.998, 15.94 times 1. And then finally we have another oxygen, or another hydrogen. So whatever you get there, you need to add for you to get what we call the relative molecular mass. So for me, what I'm getting as my relative molecular mass of ethanol is basically 46.07 grams per mole. So we have our number of moles, and then we also have our relative molecular mass. So we're able to find the mass. Remember we said number of moles is given by the mass divided by the molar mass. Now in this case we want to find our mass. So our mass becomes a product of our molecular mass, or our molar mass, 46.07 grams per mole. We are multiplying it against the 9.315 times 10 to the power negative 4 moles. Okay. So at this point we'll be able to see that we're able to find the mass. So what mass are we getting after multiplying? So we have 9.315 times 10 to the power negative 4 multiplying by 46.07. So the mass I'm getting is 0.042914 grams. So we have our mass of our ethanol, okay, that had reacted with the given information of our potassium dichromate solution. So how do we get to find the mass percent of the alcohol in the blood? So this is for the alcohol ethanol from the equation. So we are given the mass 30 grams of the mass of blood. So how do we get to find the mass percent? So we'd have to use 0.042914 grams divided by 30 grams itself times 100. Now notice that the grams are going to cancel out. So we divide that by 30 times 100. So the answer that I'm getting is 0.143%. Okay, so if you look at the piece of information that we were given, so we had a minimum of 3 significant figures. So this is okay as our final answer, 0.143%. That is the mass percent of our alcohol in the blood. Okay, so if you still don't know how to go about the balancing of the equation, watch this video short here.